So my baby just did a surgery where they remove his adenoids and his tonsils. So his adenoids were severely swollen and his tonsils were also severely swollen. The adenoids were swollen to the point where he was not able to breathe properly, and they weren't shrinking because they're supposed to shrink as you get older, but his wasn't shrinking, and so they were too large for him to breathe well. So they had to remove that, and then his tonsils were severely swollen. I mean, to a fault, they were severely swollen, so those were removed. And so he's not able to chew much anything right now, and I decided to get him some things that will help him through. So just in case you have to do the same thing for your baby, these are some things that you could use. So this is Minute Maid apple juice. It's 100% juice. It's only 80 calories, and the sugar content is 19 grams. As you can see, there's no added sugar, so basically this is all natural sugars. And I also got him the Pediasure Grow and Gain. I mean, yeah, he doesn't need to really gain anything, but at the end of the day, this is really good because it's 240 calories, so it can be used as a meal replacement for your kid, just in case they do the same type of procedure. 7 grams of protein, 27 vitamins and minerals with DHA and omega-3. So he drank some of this one, then he came back. We thought he was finished with that one, but no, he came for a different one. Alright, I also got the Kinder Light right here. This has no artificial flavors, sweeteners, or colors, and it's a wild berry, and it also has immune support, right? With 35% more electrolytes, and it's only 25 calories in 1 cup. So it says per serving, and well, a serving is 12 ounces and 8 ounces 1 cup, so therefore it's a little bit over the 1 cup, and it's 25 calories, so that's really good. Today he wanted something orange, like maybe orange juice or something, that what he was asking for. He's barely talking much anyway, but he said he wanted some orange juice, I believe. But my husband went and got him orange Gatorade. Well, apparently he's not doing too bad on it, so he took some of this. Gatorade is 140 calories, yes, and it's 34 grams of sugar, but we don't give him all of that. We just give him a little bit in a cup to keep him over because he's not eating anything. Today he had soup. Yesterday he had some oatmeal still in the fridge. Soup is still there, so just in case they might not want those things, you might have to try the juice, apple juice. I also got him some snack pack. This one is the orange lunchbox ready jello, and it is only 90 calories and it has 20 grams of sugar, right? Let's see. Right, I also got him the lemon lime jello, and this is sugar free, not to worry, and I think it is right. Let's see, this is only 10 calories, so this one I kept it light because I didn't want to give him too much sugar anyway. So this is sugar free. I tried the chocolate vanilla swirl. This is from the Swiss brand. It's 140 calories. It's the pudding, but he likes chocolate and vanilla, and I thought this would have gone over well with him. It is 140 calories. Well, he took a little. I don't see the rest of the other one, so maybe he actually... No, I don't think he's one who ate that. But anyhow, I think I saw my husband freeze that one. But anyways, no. So maybe this is something you could try with your kid as well. The jello thing, it's going slowly but surely, but yeah. So with the adenotonsillectomy, they remove both the adenoids and the tonsils because they are severely swollen, where this could impact your child's breathing. And for the adenoids, eventually that could affect their brain development and so on. It affects everything because if there's not enough oxygen, you know how that goes with the brain. All right, so just in case that happens to you or your baby, these are some things that you could probably use. Yeah, I mean, see how it works, but these are some things that you could stock up on, especially when they are not able to eat, because his tongue was very swollen yesterday. It's not so swollen today. He's on prednisone, he's on cataflam, so therefore the anti-inflammatory and the steroid, and then we give him the acetaminophen PRN. So if he's in pain, then he will get the acetaminophen, but for the others, he has to get those twice a day. All right, so just in case, here are some things that you could try. And yes, as a mom, it can be very difficult and it can be so taxing because you are drained and you also don't know what to do sometimes when they're crying and they're in pain, but you just need to be there for them. Okay. Alright, so you guys, these are some of the seeds I planted recently, and I have quite a bit of sweet seeds that I'm going to plant as well. And these are some kale that I planted too as well. This is one of the sweet soft seeds that has grown already. I planted some additional seeds, but those haven't started growing as yet. So. Oh, and I have another sweet soft seed here, and this is my tomato plant. But I put some mulch in it, and I think that's what is causing this. So I figured more or less that's what would happen. Here to playing at this hour of the morning. Actually, my little son got this tomato plant on his summer camp trip, and I wanted to make sure that I keep it safe for him. So I started watering it and just keeping it close in a shaded area to the sunlight, because tomato plants, they are actually what we call nightshade plants. So you may not want to keep them directly in the sunlight, but they can get some sun. So as you notice, this is inside the mesh area, and it has been growing so well. The soil that is in there, it's one of the cottage soil, so it's actually soft and fluffy. And then I added some black cow soil to it, so I'm pretty sure that it's going to grow really big, and we're going to get some wonderful tomatoes from it. I planted some other tomato seeds, so I'm hoping those will start growing soon. Problem with planting most of these things outside is that we have little critters that tend to eat them. And I did put some mulch in this one as well, so that is why the soil is a little bit white. These, I'm going to put them out as soon as they get a little bigger. I'm going to put them out. I'm thinking I'm going to just put them along the fence area right there. But I'm just waiting to get some help to cut the yard. Most of the time my husband does cut it, but at this time we want the fence up there to cut down a little lower. I can't believe that this fence has grown so big. I mean, just to remember when it was like they're being taken out of pots and being put into the ground, and now they're like nearly 10 feet high. So we're gonna get those cut down a little bit, and then I'm going to plant the sweet stops on the inside, because I'm going to use them not just as fruit but as decorative plants. I'm going to put them along the fencing, and then I'm going to put a few right there as well. So they're going to be in pots, but they're going to be more decorative and also used for fruit. I'm going to get some really big pots, and then I'm going to put them close to the fence and have them as decorative plants, because I really like sweet stuff, but they also can be used as decoration too. I have one in the front that I planted some time ago that is not quite big. We have gotten some sweet stuff from it. This breadfruit tree here, so you can see the breadfruit on it, but as soon as they grow to a certain size, I don't know, they just fall right off. And there was more than one, and now I'm only seeing one. That means perhaps one has already fallen off. I planted this papaya tree and it's like huge now. I mean, it's so tall. Sometimes I can't believe my hands are like that. They're just so good. because I planted this and it's like this thing is like 10 foot tall, and I got my son to stand on a ladder and spray it. So now it's actually blossoming and they're green. The last time the leaves were black because they were being eaten by this bug or whatever it was. But now it's blossoming and they are, look at them, they're just hanging. Like, see them, look, they are just, look at that, they're just hanging down. That means pretty soon it's going to be a lot. And this, I don't know what's going on with I don't know what's going on with this tree. Like, I think it hit something in the ground, because usually that's what happens. Because whenever it blossoms, the blossoms, I think they fall off. So I don't know, maybe it hit something in the ground, but well, just give it some time. Everything takes time. This is one of the sweet sauce, and it has the white flies on it. So that's the problem that I'm having personally, because I like my plants, and like this tree, I grew this tree from the seed all the way up. Like, none of these like sweet stop trees were a plant that I purchased. All of these sweet stop, like this one, I found a sweet stop on a tree at I was passing by like this jerk center, and obviously I would say people here don't really like fool around sweet stop per se. But you're like, you know, not even Jamaicans really. I think I just happen to be one of the Jamaicans that like sweet stop, and my husband unfortunately likes it as well. So like, yeah. Oh, there's a huge one up there in the tree. I'm definitely gonna have to pick that one, you guys. So okay, you guys, we're back on the outskirts. So you see how these akis are just like bright red. The other one, it's not so exposed to the sun, so it's not like as bright red as this one. But once these limbs, you know, once they've matured and the akis come off, I usually just like the low hanging ones, I just break them off, because to be honest, like, I like to have free reign through this area. I just don't like having too much like trees hanging down where I can't see through them or I can't walk. At one point, this entire piece to the stake that I had one of those lights on. So yeah, at some point this entire piece grew out and was hanging all the way down to the ground. You know, I was not having it. As I was saying, you guys, so I planted a few more of the, as soon as I walk around here, this thing is what? It looks like it's oh, anyways. So I planted this mango and it still hasn't blossomed yet. So I'm hoping that soon it will. I don't remember what mango it was, but I got this mango, small thing, and I planted it. It was the only one that survived so far, and it's still growing. I mean, that's the thing, you know, you see, when you're a survivor, no matter the weathers, you know, the storms that comes through, you will survive, because all the other ones died. Like, I just tried my best, but I just could not save them. And this one, I kept nurturing this one, you know, from the pot. I said, you know what, I'm gonna let it stay in the pot a little longer. So that's the thing too. Sometimes you learn from the first mistake. You know, you keep them in the pot a little longer and watch them grow, and then when they get to a certain height, that's when you transplant them to the ground. So that's the thing too. Sometimes you have to stay in a uncomfortable position for a while until you are able to you know, make your way out of it, because this plant, it probably would have died if I had taken it out a little earlier like I did for the others, but they just didn't make it, you know. That's what I'm telling you guys. Look at the fence. It's like, it seems like 10 foot tall. And I told these guys, look how silly they are. I told them to cut the thing. This is so stupid. Look at how lean this tree is. Now tell me this. This look like any Christmas tree to you guys? This could not be their pattern, because you know what a Christmas tree looks like. So instead of you coming in and standing off and looking at the tree and say, hey, no, I think this thing is definitely lean. Let me just bring this side in to make the thing just look proper. They just chop it up. They chopped it up and left. Like, what is this? What the hell is this? Half the tree is missing on one side, and then it's sticking out on the other side. I tried to put some Christmas lights on it, but look how far in the thing goes. And they say, oh, if they cut it off, then it's gonna leave the dried parts. If the tree is alive, then it's going to grow, the green stuff gonna spring right back out. So there's no way possible you can be that silly. The thing will, it's definitely going to go out, because the root is viable, and that's why you have the outer limbs being so green still. Okay, you know what? Because when they come, I'm gonna ask them what's the thought here? Like, what's the pattern that they're working with? This thing is just all the way out. So I don't even know how to describe this, honestly. Like, I'm out of words to describe this tree. And they just came, like, I would say less than a month ago, and apparently they probably just clipped the leaves off. You have to cut the entire thing down and then allow it to spring out. And you guys, so this is one of my other sweet top plants that I put in this pot here. So I'm just hoping that it will get bigger, like this one. This one is one of my masterpiece. I mean, yes, it's supposed to grow fruit, and it does, but it's also like a decorative plant for me too. Right? Don't shoot the messenger. The message is that they can be used as decorative plants. That's what I was told. It looks like a decorative plant, so I would put like decorations on it during Christmas time, and then like when it's not Christmas, then it's like a fruit tree. Does that make sense? So I want a couple of them. That's why I'm gonna see if the root is not in the ground already. I'm going to put it in a bigger pot, because I'm going to get some like decorative pots to put them in, because I'm not like using them as just fruit trees. I like the fruit though. Hey, come on now. This thing is filled with spider webs. See, no one comes through here very often. I need to more often darn it. Alright, you guys, so this is my bougainvillea plant that I planted in the front here. It's supposed to be round. Like, honestly, it's supposed to be a round plant, and the underside of it is supposed to be cut out so that the tree can be a little taller off the driveway. But every time these guys come, it's like they just, let me just not say. So honestly, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to definitely have to stick around so that I can show them what to do, because it doesn't make sense what they're doing, seriously. And it goes for this other one too. This, look at this. You can see between that is very, very dry. And I said to them, like, all you have to do is just cut it in a little more and give it the next 4 or 5 months. So now we're in August. No, it's gonna be September. So September, October, November, December. So I don't know if in 3.5 months if it will spring back so quickly again, because that's what I was hoping for. So I'm hoping that we can cut it down and then try to let it spring out. It's crazy. Oh well.